And hi, folks, and welcome to the League Championship match of season 44, I believe. And today is Tracer versus Crabcat, and I'm joined today by Naismith. Or I'm. Please correct me if I'm butchering your nickname. Is it Naismith or a Naismith? Ah, okay. I'm so sorry. All right, so let's look at this first board.
So, the first thing that I notice is that there's a real lack of villages. Like, it's just bustling village and anything you can get from Black Market. It's also Black Market Wolfden, which is a bit of an anti-synergy.
Yeah, those are always fun. Like you kind of still want to go for black market, but actually you can fall pretty damn low in points, and it's gonna be hard to catch up.
Yeah. Chat's asking about Marauder. I don't like Marauder. I mean, I think Forager is plenty good trashing to justify skipping it.
Yeah, I guess you keep the estates here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think Shepherd is going to be important. I mean, the draw is basically Shepherd and Den, which work pretty nicely together.
Yeah, I guess maybe you would sometimes consider skipping black market in the presence of Wolf Den, but if you only have some pretty good money options, but it doesn't look like this board has such.
Yeah, it's not super clear. I mean, if you could hit Artisan really early, maybe you'd just rather have that be your terminal.
I see. Yeah, like gaining dance all the time or something.
Yeah, mostly. You could also, like, if you have a shuffle with a bunch of green in it, you could just top deck a Shepherd. That could be nice. So Crabcat actually buys a settler on 3 even.
Gets double settlers. All
What?
right, that's
Oh, I don't like
interesting.
that. This feels like the kind of thing where it's like you're like trying to optimize for making the game look the way you want it to look rather than optimizing it for making the game go your favor, I guess.
Yeah, it's the same situation where you trash with forager, trash for forager to be better, but your opponent also benefits from that.
Yeah. Do you buy this last settlers as tracer? I think yes. Prefers a state.
I mean, he does have two shepherds, right? They both do, I think.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you don't buy this other settlers, like you only have, like if Crabcat takes it, you only have one, and then you're losing Wolfden points, and maybe you have to trash it. Just like a little bit annoying, but not that big of a deal.
I guess.
Buys copper.
All right.
I don't know about that.
Maybe he thinks he's going to be drawing the whole deck this turn, and this extra copper will give some extra economy. But yeah, that looks dubious.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if it gets you to Artisan, then maybe it's okay, but it does look a little bit suspicious. Yeah, I would definitely take Artisan here.
Yeah, it even gives you points.
Yeah, you could consider trashing an estate here.
Yeah, I mean, looks like that would be. On the other hand, there are two states on top, which is.
I think I agree with that play.
Yeah, I mean, there was a decent chance to draw a shepherd anyway. But
They really do not have a lot of economy.
I wonder what you would do about it, about the economy. I mean,
I mean, at some point, I think you're just gonna have to buy some treasure. You know, like I guess this is like dead, and then you buy silver.
yeah, looks like the play. Oh, never
Estate.
mind. I mean, the piles are not running.
I mean, yeah, like the estate pile is the only pile that's like low. It's not like you can just rush some piles.
Well, looks like they disagree because that's what they're doing now. It seems like.
Yeah. Hmm.
So is that gonna be a silver?
Yeah, I would buy silver. I'd probably even buy copper too.
Yeah, I mean at this point you're definitely drawing, right? So might as well.
Yeah. Yeah, with two dens in hand, just not really any risk.
So we might look at the estate denial here by crabcat. If that's ever a thing.
Well, you might, if you don't need it to draw, you might consider trashing settlers over copper as tracer.
Yeah, he only has one copy, right?
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this would be like another den, and maybe silver now for, I don't know, maybe two estates isn't terrible.
So estates are not all that attractive anymore all of a sudden.
Yeah, I guess not. Okay, yeah, so pretty easily draw deck.
Is it possible to buy gold here on this turn
If you artisan
for a silver, right?
silver, you could. I feel like that's actually just worth it, even.
Yeah, I mean one den is probably still enough to draw everything, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, poker, if Tracer did not take the full discard with that Shepherd, like, you could have seated a Shepherd on top with a bunch of green.
That's true. With the settlers, right?
So yeah, it definitely looks like black market is just never gonna happen at this point.
I mean, yeah, probably it won't. I mean, if crabcat takes yet another settlers for some reason, and then maybe some villages, but still you probably just want artisans, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I would have bought gold there as Tracer.
Oh, hey, I kind of missed that. So he got State and Shepherd. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're having any trouble drawing at this point. And yeah, really, if you were concerned about not drawing next turn, really, you should have just done the seeding thing.
Is it maybe some kind of points play? Just,
What do you mean?
I mean, just to get those estates because I mean, those are the easiest points on the board, and maybe that affected his decision.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, this could be a duchy, right?
Yeah, I was seriously thinking about Duchy. Yeah, I don't really think bustling makes a whole lot of sense here if you have to buy settlers for it. Because I feel like it just makes it, like, it just helps your opponent more than it helps you. Because they can just, like, artisan for the bustling and then buy second artisan. And,
Yeah. So looks like crabcat is not actually drawing here, and he kind of needs to top deck the shepherd now. Yeah. So not a very good turn for crabcat here. Didn't hit any price point.
if you just... Yeah, no, I do not want... I don't want to play this shepherd. Or at least I don't want to discard anything with it.
He already got rid of his settlers, I think, right? Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess this will just be like... Yeah, just gain a silver top deck shepherd by province, I guess. Forager, of course, isn't really a very sustainable source of plus buy, so it makes some sense just to single province here.
Yeah.
Maybe the reasoning for Tracer not taking gold is that just like you don't really need 2 golds, like that's kind of more money than you can use, so if you just avoid gold entirely, you don't have to worry about like wolf den points from gold.
That sounds reasonable. So crabcat has enough for a province. Wonder if he gets another den here or just a duchy.
Yeah, those were the 2 options I was thinking about. What are those bottom 2 cards for him?
One is a pasture, another one must be... It was his last copper in hand now, so maybe not just another estate.
Yeah, I mean, given that, you can probably draw as crabcat without taking another den, so maybe a duchy was better.
Oh,
That I don't like that at all.
interesting.
Yeah, because now Tracer can just artisan for a bustle, and then like buy another artisan. Is that better than?
Yeah, I wonder if it's worth it to do that.
Yeah, not so clear. I mean, you could also just like gain duchy, top deck shepherd by province, and just keep going like that.
Yeah, looks like...
Yeah, that seems like the way he's gonna go.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's
pretty reasonable.
At some point you maybe like get another den instead of duchy if you only have one den coming, but
yeah, I mean, it just seems kind of hard for crabcat to find enough points to catch up. Yeah, like with this seeding trick, Tracer's going to be able to take province duchy every turn for a long time.
wonder what is the artisan play here. I mean, I don't think it might as well be a black market. Just you are kind of losing this game, right? So maybe that's like the only way something super strange can happen if you get the black market and draw something extremely good from there.
Yeah. I mean, I think at that turn he kind of needed the shepherd to set up the next turn.
He got, oh, okay, I see.
That was, oh. Not so clear if that den over duchy was actually necessary, but I mean, it's fine.
So meanwhile, all the coppers are gone, so crabcat can actually consider, well, not anymore, but can actually consider trashing one of his settlers. I mean,
if he wants to plus buy at least.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you take the black market, or do you just try to gain a bunch of duchies with the artisans? Yeah.
It kind of looks like the duchies won't really be enough.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that like the black market stuff's gonna be enough either. Okay, gonna go try to give some curses out.
But I mean, that would be a really happy forager, right?
Yeah, I mean, you are like the curses aren't really gonna hurt. Tracer's just gonna trash them. I mean, I guess the Jester does give you enough to afford province this turn, which is something, but maybe he doesn't even want province. Yeah, no.
That's a good shepherd. Discard 3, right? Or yeah, 2 only. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you want to discard just enough so that your dens trigger the shuffle.
Yeah.
You could buy like second forager for the points here. Just buying nothing seems fine too.
I mean, yeah, you'll be easily able to trash it the next turn if you somehow don't want it.
Yeah.
So crabcat can still get the bustling village for 3 points.
Yeah, definitely gonna artisan for a bustle here. Maybe gonna take a second jester too. Definitely doesn't look good for crabcat though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I feel like if you go for this kind of stuff on the board, you just take the black market and see what comes.
Yeah. I mean, I also feel like crabcat didn't really commit to it maybe as early as he could have. I mean, that said, I do think Tracer's early game draws were kind of a lot better, so maybe it didn't really matter a whole lot. I mean, it also did seem like crabcat just wasted a lot of early game buys on settlers that didn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, King's of Duchy. Okay, yep, and then he triggers, and then I'm assuming. Well, I mean, Jester is natural here, but it's a little bit annoying because then your den doesn't trigger a shuffle. I guess you can always. Wait, no, we should probably undo this artisan play one of the shepherds discarding one first and then play the artisan.
Get some Marauder.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, again, it's just like all these junk cards just don't really matter for Tracer. Like he has two foragers, he can just trash both of them really easily.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been not the case if not for the Shepherd, right? Because the longer you green, I mean, the better you draw actually on this board. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's especially. I mean, it's true with Shepherd in general, but especially on these boards where you can just set it up. It's like, yeah, you can green for a long period of time and still have a completely functional deck.
yeah. I mean, that's gonna be a very good Shepherd, right? The next turn.
And I think it's totally fine to gain a duchy here. Like the 9 cards, like with the dens just not triggering the reshuffle is a little bit annoying, but I mean, Crabcat's probably going to play the Jester, so that would trigger that shuffle for you. Yeah.
And he also just winning on the next turn, right?
So he has 8 money from the silvers, and then like 4 money from. We can just do like Duchy and Shepherd, I guess. Yeah, okay, sure.
Well, that makes it easier.
Indeed, it does. Yeah, this looks kind of Resign adjacent.
All right, so I guess we talked about it a little bit, but before I started the recording, so Crabcat only needs to win 2.5 games this season, right? This match to be the champion because of his outstanding performance during the season, and that leaves Tracer with needing 4, right?
Yes. Yeah, and it's definitely been a really impressive season for Crabcat. It's first season in A for him, and quite the entrance.
Was it the first one though? I think he played in A once before, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. I might be getting him confused with Recycle Garbage, who recently promoted after only a few seasons of League.
I see.
Let's see.
Come on, Crabcat. Double black market. Go for it.
Is there any? I wonder if there's any set of black market cards that could have won that turn.
Well.
Okay, yeah, this is easily win.
All right. Tracer just wants to keep his deck clean before ending the game. All right. So the first one goes to Tracer. He was also the first player there.
Yep.
And here's the next one. Wait. This one looks more interesting, right?
Yeah. So we have like Bridge and hunting lodge that looks really strong. Sentry, of course, is a great trasher. I don't think bridge turtle is really a thing, at least. I mean, turtle is just kind of like what you do if you don't have a real village.
Yeah.
So, what opens are you looking at here?
I mean, you probably just get a breach and silver. I mean, that's kind of the obvious thing. Maybe you get the oasis actually instead of the silver, just because of sentry and hunting lodge.
Yeah, I was thinking about bridge oasis. I mean, oasis is kind of like there's some situations where being able to turn all the oasis would be nice.
On a second shuffle, you might take a guide actually.
Yeah, I can see guide. So, yeah, here for crabcat, I think a guide makes some sense.
Because I think this kind of games really, go as well as you draw on your like third and fourth shuffle, something like that.
Yeah, sounds about right. Do you play this Bridges Tracer or do you turtle it?
Might as well turtle, I guess. I mean, it doesn't do the whole lot for you this turn. Might get you. I mean, you might get another breach or something.
Yeah, he prefers to just turtle it. I think that makes sense. Probably want to buy a hunting lodge here as crabcat. Second century. That makes sense too.
Yeah, I mean, I like the second century.
Okay, yeah, this works out pretty nicely. I feel like I would have just turtled that bridge and then bought another one. I mean, if you you're probably gonna play a sentry next turn, right? So like if you turtle the bridge, it's one fewer good card for your sentry to flip. Yeah, like this I really don't like. It's like compared to the play I was suggesting, it's like you're just getting another oasis, but like you could have had a bridge turtled and also had like a sentry that was probably gonna flip better stuff.
That's an interesting consideration. I mean, here I guess you take the lodge, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So crabcat looks quite ahead now, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, like, I mean, what is this extra oasis doing for you other than making you slower to trash? I think the reason that Tracer turtled the sentry was because he had two bridges down there, so there was some chance that like the village effect would let you play both of them. See, I think this is just turtle bridge and then buy another bridge.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Definitely play the sentry now, I think. Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, turtles it again.
Oh, hey, that's a good sentry.
Yeah, it is very nice.
I mean, given you have two sentries and a couple of oases, you are likely to be clean in no time, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Even gets another trash. Yeah, now you just load up on lodges and bridges.
Yeah.
This could be like
2 of both or something.
If you do 2 of both, you are like over terminal by 1 next turn, so it could be 3 and 1. I mean, like with 3 and 1, you can maybe like turtle a sentry.
Yeah, that looks good.
Oh hey, Tracer got to trash an estate.
Yeah. So yeah, not a bad turn for Tracer, but still he feels like a couple of turns behind at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think crabcat's draws have just been a lot smoother.
What's down there? Another sentry,
Yeah.
another breach probably. Yeah.
I think I would have played Lodge before the sentry. Just give more search space to find that 1 copper that you still need to trash.
I mean, honestly, on the other hand, does it really matter? It's not like those coppers preventing you to draw at this point. Well, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's also like with the cost reduction, like you're really not, like the coppers also aren't doing anything for you.
Yeah, you're right, I guess. I mean,
I also think playing that guide was like a mistake, because like if you would have played the Lodge, you could have turtled the guide, right?
I see your point.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's no disadvantage to turtling a guide, because like even if you want to call it, you can call it right away.
You know what? I'm really happy to get to commentate with you together on this match because I feel like I'm learning a lot.
Thanks. Yeah, at this point, yeah, I don't know exactly what the bridge split was, but yeah, crabcat looks completely won at this point.
Well, the one thing that's going for Tracer, he's ahead on points.
He does have that going for him. So, I mean, I think crabcat might be able to just take 7 provinces this turn, or 8 provinces.
Yeah.
I think he has 7 bridges, that is.
Well, I mean, if he does, that should be easy.
Yeah.
I wonder how many coppers does he have left. Is it only 1? It's between 1 and 2, I guess.
I think 2. I mean, with the Oasis money, you could buy 8 provinces even if you trashed them all. Yeah, okay. This is game.
All right. So what is it? Turn 11. Okay. Yeah, quite a nice mega turn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what a good Trasher and a Village and Bridge will do for you.
Alright, so Tracer only needs to win 1.5 game to be this league season champion.
Or crabcat, that is.
Yeah, did I say Tracer?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's, okay, so this board, trashing, we have Exorcist, Bat, and Goat. You have like a pretty good payload card in Overlord as Wine Merchant.
Yeah.
Yeah, things looks kind of slow. I mean, I don't think it's like quite slow enough for like Monolithic Rebuild to be good, but it is still a little awkward.
I think you kind of want to try and build and draw with Exo.
Yeah. So what are we opening here? I was thinking about Exo Overlord on the 4-3, and then 3-4 is less good, but I don't know. Maybe like Ducat Exo or some like Village Exo.
Village.
Well, I mean, you can play it as Goat early on, because it's not that impressive.
Right, I guess. I mean, there are also not no good targets for March in the opening.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't march an Exorcist. I wonder if you ever like you could like play Overlord as Rebuild and then like turn your duchy into a ghost if you want some more draw. It's like kind of cute.
Yeah,
Not good.
that would be quite cute.
Yeah. Damn, this is Vampire for crabcat. No, the vampire targets aren't even that good. But yeah, it's probably still fine.
That was not a good willow speed.
Yeah. Pawn plays an in. Yeah, I don't really have a great intuition as far as whether that in play was better than just paying off some more debt with Wine Merchant.
I mean, yeah, maybe he wanted to do some damage faster or something, but and
Yeah.
I guess there would be some hexes that could have you know hurt quite some.
I mean, I think Plague is a pretty good hex at this stage of the game.
It's a wine merchant, right?
Yeah. I was thinking about either that or like a second Exorcist there.
Oh, hey, here's a rebuild.
Rebuild. Yeah, I'm a little surprised by like putting an actual rebuild in your deck. What a turn.
I mean, to be fair, the actual wine merchant in the deck also isn't too great, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I would have thought, well, especially for Crab. I mean, Crabcat doesn't have an Exorcist, so I would have thought that the Vampire would gain an Exo. But I don't know, maybe crabcat is looking at more of like a monolithic rebuild thing.
Might be that. Not having an EXO, I think it's a crime to not have an EXO on every board.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a card I like as well. These wisps not really working out too well.
Yeah.
I guess this is just gold. Okay. Huh. You could consider buying some villages. Like Tracer has a lot of overlords.
Yeah, he will definitely benefit.
Or actually, I guess crabcat's the one with most of them. But yeah, if you have some villages, like you could just play all your overlords as wine merchants and not have to like keep playing them as inns.
So I wonder if we're gonna see triple dashi from crabcat on his turn.
Oh man. Maybe. Oh, that inn seems a little bit suspicious. Although, yeah, it's awkward. Choosing what to game with vampire.
All right.
All of that cheese, okay. Okay. So I guess like 2 wine merchants and then Tracer buys
Province village, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah. Just chooses to discard. Actually, you know what? That was a mistake because Tracer could have. Actually, wait. No, I was thinking Tracer could have marched an Overlord as wine merchant, but maybe there wasn't. There might not have been an Overlord in discard. I don't think.
You know what? I kind of like crabcat's chances right now.
Yeah, I kind of do too, weirdly enough. Crabcat managed to get so many overlords, so
Mm-hmm. Was it the last dashi? Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, judging by the points. It's 3 provinces and the dashi.
Yeah. Yeah, Crabcat's looking really good at this point. I don't know. I think I might have underestimated rebuild on this board.
Yeah, old good rebuild, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't have a lot of experience playing these kinds of like the kind of deck where like rebuild is like the main focus of what you're doing, but at the same time, it's not like you're just clicking on like silvers and rebuilds. I don't know.
Yeah, it feels like those boards are actually quite rare.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the engine here definitely was quite awkward. So, yeah, we're well done to crabcat.
Yeah. So yeah, another game to crabcat, and it's now 2-1. So if he
Tracer needs to go 3-0 in these last ones.
Yeah.
So, what is this board?
Well, the only draw is a squirrel, right?
Yep. I guess Zombie Apprentice, but or
Right. But only once.
Yeah. Um, I mean, I definitely want to open 2 action cards. Not sure what to. Maybe Passage Necro could open. Workers Village.
That that is a little bit weird to me. I mean, I guess.
I mean, you can always squirrel it, but like you can squirrel whatever you open.
I think I like your plan with Necro and Secret Passage because it can.
Yeah, I mean, if you go that direction, you could potentially set up a nice
Nice.
Mason.
Yeah.
And like you don't even have to see them the same turn, right? Because like if you see the passage, turn 3, you can put something on bottom and then crash it the next turn. Oh, that's pretty lucky.
So another Necro down there, or what it is?
So Tracer did Mancer Workers Village, and then crabcat did.
Oh,
Okay.
is it a messenger down there in the crabcat's deck?
Yeah, that last card is a messenger.
Yeah.
I'm also not really sure why crabcat played that Workers Village instead of squirreling. I mean, if you see the messenger, then like okay, you could buy a forum or a band or something, but I would rather just play squirrel.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, maybe he really wants to buy another messenger this turn.
Maybe. I wonder if I mean, with the messenger, you could actually consider buying like beggar plus alms. I mean, as silly as that sounds, like the beggar is still a squirrel.
Yeah, and an apprentice target.
Yeah.
I mean, this workers will should be a squirrel right now. Yeah.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, I would think. Yeah, I would think we flip the deck here and then something like beggar and then alms for maybe secret passage, maybe second necro.
All right.
I really like these workers' villages.
I mean, eventually the villages are, what limits your deck draw possibilities, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Gets a bard.
Bard, yeah, that seems weird to me. I would have squirreled that for sure. I would still squirrel.
Form looks like a quite a good card to have in the deck here.
Yeah, form looks great. Yeah, like just oh man, we drew an estate instead of also what?
So it looks like Crabcat is really determined to have all the villages here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think probably like even too much. I like try to ignore splits, and sometimes I lose for it. But I think that the general community probably cares about them too much.
Yeah, but you probably if you only have 3 villages and they have 7, you just lose, right? On this board.
I could imagine winning from that position. I mean, obviously it depends on what else is going on. 2 squirrels in the last village. Yeah, I don't know why would you squirrel this messenger? Do you just want to, okay, yeah, you get another messenger out of it. But I don't know, I would rather have another squirrel coming in than a messenger in my deck.
So, would you like to bet on how many times those beggars gonna be played? Not as squirrels here.
Not a squirrel. More than 0, but not very many. I don't know. 1 exactly seems plausible. I'm really surprised to see forums at 10.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Alms is always a competition here, but yeah, with the really slow trashing of those forms would have been really good in those decks.
Yeah, with so many junk cards, it's just like, yeah, the sifting is really valuable. Yeah, like I feel like there were a bunch of turns where they were like buying village over form, and that I just really didn't like.
So Tracer goes for a second Bard.
Yeah. So Tracer managed to trash all of his estates. Wow.
Oh, looks like it.
Is that just insane luck, or?
I mean, he had a Flames gift, right? And I mean, he did open with the Necro, so.
Well, he actually got 2 Necros in the open. Got to trash 1 on turn 3 and another 1 on turn 4.
Yeah.
Response to kilohertz. I mean, I don't know. There's some things I would have done differently. Like I said, I don't think I would have prioritized the workers' villages as much. I would try to be playing with Forum. I probably would want a secret passage to set up Mason stuff. But I mean, I think the deck I'd build would look fairly similar to what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely need to go for the engine, for the drawing kind of deck, because otherwise you just get crushed on other person taking all the components, like the usual reasoning behind it.
Yeah, I mean, if there were better money enablers, maybe you could consider some money-ish thing, but like merchant ship money isn't, exactly inspiring.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm quite ready for province here. I think I'm looking more at, like Forum, gold.
All right. I mean, why need gold? You have beggars.
It's a terminal gold, oh man.
Could be just triple squirrel here for crabcat.
Yeah, I was looking at that, like just 3 squirrels and then buy a Forum. I think I like that.
All right. Plays a Necro and then plays a Necro.
Oh yeah.
Kills an Oasis, so that's another thing for the Necro to play, which doesn't really matter all that much, I guess.
Yeah, probably not.
Here's a Wisp.
I don't know what to this last card is. Sure, okay. 12 is a slightly awkward number. Do you think you want to buy a province here?
I don't know. I was thinking that probably for Tracer it isn't all that great to try and keep buy some cheap actions here, just because at this point he's probably quite limited with his villages, right? So he can't really squirrel
Yeah.
a whole lot more of actions. So maybe it would be better for him. Yeah, I was thinking about like gold form and maybe start greening the next turn, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's not super clear to me whether you should province here or not. Tracer, Tracer does seem to be a bit of a gold lover.
All right, goes for the forum here.
Okay, gold. Yeah, gold forum.
Here is a copper trash, I assume. I mean, is it worth it? Yeah.
Trash and coppers at this point seems a little eh.
All right, nice to find this forum.
I mean, I think Tracer is way ahead, right?
Yeah, he just has more economy, which probably matters a lot.
Yeah. I mean, this is, I don't know. We'll look at all the good that those 6 workers villages are doing crabcat now. And it's like, I don't know. This is kind of the splits don't matter thing to me.
Yeah. I mean, I still think like if it would have been 7, that maybe he could have spent a little bit more time then on getting the necessary economy, and then in the end his deck would be just much better. But I guess 6 and 4, it's not this much of a difference.
Yeah.
So
I mean, to be fair, Tracer did get like really insanely lucky getting to trash 2 estates on turn 3, turn 4.
yeah, that definitely looks quite lucky. I wonder if crabcat gets some like a gold here or something.
You could buy. Okay, yeah, I guess this is looking like gold. I mean, I was thinking about just buying them all as squirrel, and then you can like buy a merchant ship. But
I mean,
yeah, as far as sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I mean you can do with a merchant ship, but still it takes an action, and and playing a terminal action means you have less draw, right?
Yeah, I mean, he has a lot of turn. Like this turn, he played a workers village as squirrel, right? So it's not like terminal space is that tight.
Well, it definitely thinks so, right? Gaining this messenger.
Yeah, messenger bard is definitely saying got plenty of terminal space.
Actually, I think it's an interesting play for him because then again, uh, he knows he has more terminal space than Tracer does, so he knows that this bard, is not that useful to Tracer, that it's useful to himself.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But yeah, you can always like it's never really gonna hurt that much when you can just zombie apprentice.
Yeah, I was right here.
Actually takes that.
I mean, that's a good one, right?
Yeah, I think I probably would have taken that. I think I would have tracers appeared too. Okay, so just scroll all of this and buy Province Forum, I guess.
That looks great. Well, I mean, that's a good boon, right? But
yeah, I mean, you get to flip all these coppers, and I guess like.
I mean, on the other hand, you still have a forum down there, and I mean, probably don't really need that.
Yeah, I mean, especially with all the squirrels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I think ultimately I would have preferred having a less clean shuffle and having an extra squirrel coming in. Yeah, there's a question as far as like if it's worth getting one fewer squirrel to double. I think it's probably yes, but eh.
Well, might be a lot of squirrels incoming.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can just like play one messenger normally, and then
Top deck's in a state, so also amazing that.
yeah, I don't like I feel like sometimes like I think people care too much about trashing too late into the game. Like trashing is great like in the early game, but then like after a certain point it's just not really worth it.
Yeah, because looks like those two necro plays. The only thing he got from the necro plays is the turned state into Oasis, but that could have been like 4 cards drawn on the next turn, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and at this point that's just more valuable.
So, do you think?
Trace.
Go ahead.
What's that?
Do you think crabcat? Oh, he takes a gold. So yeah, I kind of think if crabcat starts Provincing right now, he won't really have enough sustainable of economy to go on.
Yeah, I mean, Crabcat's like in the position where he's greening later,
Mm-hmm.
and like if you're gonna be greening later, you want to be able to take green faster than your opponent, but that's not really the case here. Tracer just has more economy and got started on greening sooner. Are we milling? Yeah, we're milling. Uh, I mean, I definitely think that milling benefits Tracer, but I'm not. I don't know. I would have had to think about if there was something more productive that could have been done with that term.
I mean, double Province doesn't look all that bad.
No, Double Province looks great. I guess, yeah, given that it's not like there was any way you were going to triple, so I guess the mill makes sense.
I really like this. Go ahead.
How long do you think it's going to be before we see some
Well, I think if there is a point in this game where crabcat should get desperate, it is this turn because later it won't be soon enough, right?
Yeah. I mean, as crabcat, yeah. I don't know what you're even really hoping for. There's no way we're getting to 24 and milling, right? Yeah, there's just... Is there... This is like 1321. Wait. Actually, wait. I think... Oh, wait, no. There's no... Yeah, there's no provinces in deck, so what am I saying?
Yeah, Tracer has 3 and 1 is in the trash.
Yeah. So yeah, crabcat does have 24 here if he plays the Vector, but yeah, I mean, so I guess we're just gonna play a bunch of squirrels and then buy like province duchy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Tracer is probably able to double and mill, and even if it's just double with no mill, that's still a lot of points to come back from.
Yeah, you don't really need to mill here. I mean, you maybe he could have been waiting with the secret passage to try and set it up. Does he have the second one too? I wonder.
I think Tracer has both the passages.
Mm-hmm.
Gain and play a beggar. I guess if you were gonna hit 24, that's what you would need. But just puts the 2 provinces on the bottom. So apprentice.
Here goes the beggar. Now it can be played from the trash.
I think you play Bard now. Well, maybe not. Oh, okay, yeah, that's game. Yep. Yeah, because bottom card is a province.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Smash that double. Cool. So Tracer keeping his dreams alive here.
All right. So, is it 2-2 at this point, right?
Yep, that's right. So Tracer needs to win the last 2, and crabcat just needs a win or a tie.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. They both have the nice split, I think.
I can't quite see the crabcat's hand because of the bog.
Oh, they both have 3/6. Yeah, I like Sage Artisan. That seems really good. Are we going to see Animal Fair plus buy?
Yeah, but what exactly are you going to pile here?
Chad's suggesting Ghost Town, although it's not super clear to me with Academy around.
Yeah, it's a really weird board.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're taking caravans with your artisans most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the first one can gain a puka,
Mm-hmm.
but then after that.
And you, I guess you get the academy as soon as possible after getting this artisan.
That sounds right, yeah. Yeah, maybe caravan piles, and then you could use animal fare as payload. Horde, maybe, could come up.
I mean, I guess given the artisan doesn't take any actions to play, I guess you can take a second one, and then caravans definitely pile.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of thinning with like Puka and Way of the Goat. I didn't think that I wanted Trading Post. Like, I guess it is kind of annoying if you want to trash all your estates and curses with just the Way of the Goat. Yeah, maybe Trading Post is good. Kind of, I don't know, I've kind of been on a Trading Post hate streak recently, but I guess it's not that bad of a card.
I mean, if not for the trading post, how you get in your economy?
I mean, if you get like Animal Fair or Horde, but I guess those are more kind of late game things. Silvers do seem pretty reasonable, so okay, yeah, I think I can get behind the Trading Post idea. I feel like the Sage Artisan Open is pretty clear for both of them.
Yeah, it looks good.
I mean, Sage is like a little bit like, I don't know, if the Sage draws your Cursed Gold, that's a little bit sad, but I mean the alternatives aren't so great. If you had a 6/3 instead of a 3/6, then Ghost Town
Yeah.
sounds pretty good. But yeah, I mean the alternative is like Silver or a Ghost Town that you don't play, which both sound worse than Sage.
Yeah, I'm looking at this embassy and kind of thinking that uh, I quite clearly remember the time when playing the embassy big money was like, was considered to be a pretty strong strategy on its own.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've definitely kind of advanced past that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of a below average board, and yeah, still. So this looks like clear top deck Puka by Ghost Town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty good draw for Tracer here. I mean, the Sage only skipped a copper, but I mean, it's still quite good.
I think this is another Ghost Town. So you can get and play, well, could get and play Trading Post next turn, although you might not have very good cards to trash here.
Goes for Academy, alright.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I think I would have bought Ghost Town there, but Academy seems okay. this is Ghost Town?
Looks good to me.
I mean, the stage does come with a villager, but I think I still prefer Ghost Town.
Yeah, I mean it's still quite early in the game, and you would have you would get a lot of advantage out of this ghost town throughout the game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll give you a lot more than one action of the long run. Yeah, I like this trading post.
I wonder if you kill the cursed gold.
I think so.
So meanwhile, crabcat didn't want to get the puka.
It mostly just looked like he didn't really have a good opportunity for it. I think Tracer's draws worked out a lot better for the puka thing.
Here's the first caravan. Might be a puka here for a crabcat.
Yeah, puka looks good.
Yeah.
What do you buy now? I mean, 3 kind of seems like... okay, it does go through the 3rd artisan.
I mean,
Seems like...
caravans are at 9, right? So it's actually not that crazy.
Yeah, I guess not. Tracer could grab like 2 caravans here. Okay.
Do you discard a puka here?
How many coppers is Tracer trashed? Looks like 2. So I think these are all coppers. Yeah, that was literally 4 coppers. So I guess 2nd artisan for Tracer.
So will they activate the animal fairs by piling the artisans?
I don't think artisans are likely to pile, but yeah, we're probably going to see the animal fair plus buy at some point.
Yeah.
Assume this is just a caravan buy.
I mean, who could resist just clicking on the caravan when you hit exactly 4?
Crabcat apparently. Goes for the ghost town. Next step, it's probably fine. But yeah, I would have taken the caravan. Guess Tracer was really hoping to draw into the puka there.
Yeah.
I don't know. These embassies, like, I feel like by adding all these embassies, you're just going to run into terminal space problems later on.
I mean, on the other hand, I mean, you get those ghost towns, right? So it's not that bad.
Yeah. Choosing not to play the trading post.
Is it just the? I mean, can you actually try and just get the bronze here and?
I mean, you can consider it. I mean, the alternatives don't look particularly inspiring.
But thing is, you already took a 2nd artisan, so you're already helping your opponent to, lower this animal fair pile. So probably you. This bronze is not good in this case.
Yeah, so Tracer's going for 3 artisans as well, so they're both choosing to build really big here.
I mean, so far it's so far it's the lowest pile, right? For the animal pirate.
Yeah, yeah, that is funny. Yeah, I think we were both anticipating the caravans would be something they'd go for a bit more. Well, yeah, crabcat's getting a caravan now as well.
Well, this deck's sure to have a lot of silver.
Indeed. Yeah, I mean, I feel like at a certain point you probably should just buy provinces. Yeah, like, I don't know what this is if it's not province. Yeah.
So province it is.
Yeah, it just kind of seems like if you're waiting around for Animal Fair plus buy, you might be waiting for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it it is definitely a little bit weird to me how this game develops, because you would imagine by turn 9 the caravans would be much lower here, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I would expect it, although I don't know that I can really say that like going for embassies like they did was necessarily bad. I mean, they at least don't seem to be having terminal space problems yet.
Well,
Okay. So this is a little awkward now.
I mean, now it's not, right? just you just skip the trash, but I guess it's fine. You don't. It's not like those states would really help you to control the end game situation because because of all the artisans.
Yeah, you can gain duchies very easily.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not really. Oh yeah, crabcat's really choking on actions, I think. Sure.
By the way, at this point, getting the animal affair would be really awkward. I mean, you ain't actually gonna do that, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to pass up a province for it,
Hmm.
so it's definitely expensive. Yeah, and it's not like it's so easy to get to 16 money either, so uh, yeah, I think at this point we're just not gonna bother with Animal Fair.
Yep. I mean,
Undo? Yeah, I would have thought like top deck a caravan and get that ghost town would be better. But okay.
it felt like it was if you want to do that something like gain a caravan, buy animal fare there. That would have been the turn to do it. But I don't think it would have been good.
Yeah. Probably thinking about some duchies now. Although 2 duchies is probably too many. Yeah, I would have thought that a caravan would be better than. I mean, a caravan that you can play right away, even I think would be better than like a sage.
Do you go 4 dashes here or something?
Can't actually don't have the actions for 4 duchies.
All right. Yep.
So you could do like caravan and 3 duchies, I guess. I mean, yeah, with 4 caravans in a ghost town, like betting on Tracer missing province seems kind of pointless.
Yeah.
So yeah, just 3 duchies seems like maybe your best bet.
And
Just gonna gain another ghost town. Animal Fair. I mean, Animal Fair is an option too, but like the thing is that crabcat is also like really low on terminal space.
yeah, it's like, I mean, this animal fare will give you an extra dashi, and that's the same that your artisan will give you. So at this point, the benefit is not so obvious.
Yeah. Threads. Yeah, I don't know what chances. Same. Yeah, I mean, maybe you're threatening to double, but also just like. Guess it's not super clear.
That's actually not a very good draw for Tracer here. How many dashes is he willing to take here?
So if Tracer takes 2 more duchies, then well, in order for Tracer to lose after taking 2 more duchies, crabcat would need to play all of his artisans as his terminals to gain. Oh no, but that's not even enough points, right? So 2 duchies here is just great for Tracer.
Yeah, because crabcat's still gonna be behind.
Yeah, like even if crabcat could take 2 duchies and 2 ghost towns, that loses, and even that would require a really good draw.
Yeah.
So yeah, two duchies, 2 ghost towns looks great. Or 2 duchies here, rather.
The next turn isn't gonna be great though, but I mean, guess you're gonna think about it later.
Yeah, there is some risk that you're not even hitting 8 next turn, but I think that's probably just a risk you're gonna have to accept.
I mean, honestly, it looks like at this point it's not a risk, and it's more like it's quite a likely outcome, right?
Yeah. I mean, Tracer's deck is not very good, so definitely would not be surprised if he misses 8 next turn. I mean, the other thing you could consider would be like gain a duchy and then trash one of these actions into an animal fair, or just buy a ghost town. But then you do risk. Okay.
Oh, hey, he does go for animal fair. Interesting.
Yeah, this is an interesting play. So this does give him a couple of villagers. Oh, actually, I said something that wasn't true about, because we were talking about the idea of crabcat taking an animal fair, and we were talking about the terminal space, but animal fair gives you another villager, so the first time you play it, it effectively isn't terminal.
Yep. And I guess you only expecting to play it at most 2 times.
Yeah, I don't think the terminal space is actually that much of an issue for the animal fair. Well, crabcat's next turn is looking pretty good with all these ghost towns.
Mm-hmm.
But is he going to get another turn?
In fact, what is he doing here? Getting 2 more dashes. I mean,
And if you get 2 more duchies, that seems pretty safe, right?
I mean, if then Tracer goes if Imagine Trace draws everything that he can, then he can duchy Province and 2 ghost towns.
Yeah.
On the other hand, he can just double Province anyway if he really draws good. Well, I guess he doesn't really.
Yeah, you have to make sure that you're not trying to play around something that's just harder than double province.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, the merchant ship.
Yay.
Oh, okay. Just inflating those merchant ship gain stats. Okay, but Crabcat gets some more villagers, although with 4 ghost towns coming in, I don't know how important that really is.
I really like the merchant ship function in this deck. It got gained to just immediately get trashed.
Yeah. So I don't think there's any way that Tracer's getting. Is there any way Tracer gets 16 here? I don't think so. There's also no way to pile.
He has 4 silvers now, right?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, if he draws to his animal fair right now, he can actually do it.
Isn't he 1 action short though? Yeah, here. I think you're an action short.
I think if he would be drawn into if not for this embassy play, if he would be drawing the animal fair a bit earlier in the shuffle, that would have been fine.
Yeah. But Province Double Duchy puts Tracer in a really strong position, right? Because that's 38 points, and then Crabcat would need 12, which is I guess only 11 because tie wins.
Mm-hmm.
So you would need Province, Duchy, double estate. Maybe that's actually doable.
Well, actually, that
seems pretty doable.
It looks quite doable with 4 ghost towns.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, Crabcat is going to have an amazing turn because he has all the villages he might ever want, and he gets to see 9 more cards right here. So that's pretty good.
That looks like Crabcat's winning here. Okay, yeah, so Tracer's gonna go for this double duchy play.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe not. What happens if you just buy or take 3 duchies here? Then you're at 35. Although crabcat can probably double.
Is it harder for him to pronounce duchy to estates than it is for him to double? I wonder.
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, to get province, duchy, double estate, you need to see. Well, but basically, you have your 3 artisans and your animal fair, and you need to see 3 of those cards if you're going to get that many gains.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Tracer does go for this line.
I really like the discussion in the chat now. So we're trying to figure out whether merchant ships help the action problem.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it gives you an extra villager, but you have to spend the villager immediately if you're going to play it, so
Yeah.
doesn't really help. Okay. So, yeah, this looks like a game. Yeah. It's kind of funny, after you artisan the duchy, you actually get 2 buys out of the animal fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a nice trick.
Yeah. So yeah, congratulations to crabcat for winning his first championship.
Hooray! So, I mean, yeah, definitely deserved. He basically, it's his, yeah, like we discussed, it's his second time in A, and he just crushed everybody. Well, certainly kicked my ass.
Season for sure. So yeah, it looks like, yeah, well, we get one more game. Kind of just for fun.
Yeah, as usual. I mean, like in all these matches, even when the winner is determined, we still get to play up to 6 games. So here's the last one.
So, probably going to be a money-ish thing. I mean, crossroads draw is something you could think about, but I don't know, it just doesn't really seem consistent.
Yeah, looks like you get a lot of skulks here and kind of maybe go for, well, it's not like you rush the gardens, but they're probably gonna be quite important at the end of the game.
Yeah, gardens do look pretty good. Probably the main interaction is just courtier revealing skulk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that seems pretty good on a board like this. I mean, I guess if there's ever a time to, try out some janky crossroads draw deck, I mean, now would be it. But I don't think that's good.
Yeah, basically with no copper trash and it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, if you're like hard committed to that, like maybe you'd have like one turn where you draw your deck, but like it's only gonna be one turn.
Mm-hmm. How many duplicates you want here?
Probably 0.
Mm-hmm.
No. So we see Faithful How, huh? I'm a little surprised. No. I feel like I would have just gone silver.
Alright, here's a curse. Curse is quite annoying actually.
Man, crabcat adds the crossroads. Time to flip it right now. Vassal. So looks like they both took a courtier. That makes sense.
No, the crossroads dream ain't gonna work because of haunting.
Oh, okay. Oof. the Faithful Hound does have the advantage of being another courtier target. Not quite as good as Skulk, but.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think like Skulks and Courtiers does seem like pretty much what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, adding like a few other Kingdom cards instead of Silver is pretty reasonable. So. Yeah, like I would have taken another Skulk over that village. This is a lot of villages.
It looks like it's the kind of board where it's kind of making little mistakes is all right here. You don't get punished for some little inconsistencies and whatnot. Because it's just.
I think small mistakes definitely can add up on a board like this. I mean, mostly I think since the result's already decided, they don't really care very much. But.
Oh no, you get to discard the Faithful Hound. Wait a second.
Wait, what?
I mean,
discard the faith. So I guess this is like a gold and another courtier. Wait, buy.
I mean, wait a second. Why wouldn't you discard the Faithful Hound? am I not seeing something?
Really yeah, there's no reason not to discard Faithful Hound.
All right.
So yeah, they're apparently hard committing to the mining village Faithful Hound draw engine.
Oh no, so he's deluded now. Can't take any more mining villages. I mean, it looks like it's time to green, right?
Yeah. You can probably just take 2 gardens here.
I like that. I mean, maybe considering it's the shuffle, you could take like a single bronze instead of that.
Yeah, it seems reasonable too. Yeah, I don't. In response to John's, I would have wanted just a lot of Skulks and Courtiers for the most part, maybe with like a little bit of Faithful Hound. But I don't know. They're probably just kind of having fun, given it's game 6.
Oh,
Duchy
Gardens.
I mean, Gardens is already worth more by the end, or worth as much, and by the end of the game, it'll be worth more.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice.
I guess like the Duchy works a little bit better with like War and Locust, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like going for a village smithy kind of strat on a board where it's just bad isn't really my idea of having fun. I feel like my idea of having fun would be to go for the janky Crossroads deck. But alright, go for the Gardens.
I wonder if we're going to see a double bronze turn here with the, all the mining villages blown.
Maybe. I might be able to get there.
Well, that was not the best courtier ever.
see somebody think that they have a win, but then it doesn't work because they blow up their mining village and then decrement the gardens.
Looks like it got the gardens, all right. Looks like a bronze.
Crabcat's just winning, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This province there. I mean, that could have easily just been gardens and they didn't have to pop the mining villages, but whatever. Okay, this is game.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that game happened.
Yeah, that was
Not the kind of game I was expecting to end on piles.
I mean, it was nice to have this kind of game which wasn't like very serious, I guess, as the engine here.
Yeah, nice conclusion to the set. Alright, well, yeah, congratulations to crabcat on winning his first championship, and congrats to Tracer for the runner-up. And yeah, thanks for commentating with me, Visco.
Yeah, thank you too, and thanks everybody for watching and listening, and see you in the next season.